Hey, welcome. Welcome to Ignite Your Soul, merging two worlds. That's what we do here, folks. So who am I? If you're new here, I am a master intuitive psychic medium energy channel. And today's message is how to embody the divine feminine energies, which is your goddess and God energies, both masculine and feminine. Um, in case you do not know, one second. Okay. In case you do not know what that is or how to do it, um, today's video is going to be a stepping stone for you. Okay, so yesterday I did a video talking about how I grew up in a toxic family unit. Not knowing the difference in love and fear. So, pretty much grew up in the energy of to fear everything, um, and had to work through layers and layers and levels to heal that. Okay, so the whole point of yesterday's video was that um, I personally, and I'm talking to you, okay, this ain't about me. This is so you resonate with this video or yesterday's as well. Um, that growing up and learning from a toxic, um, both parents, okay, both parents were toxic in one way or another. Some even living double lives. You find out later, okay? So, but anyways, this is how to embody, and this is a choice, okay? So, what I do is I channel like my mother's higher self or my father's higher self, and my father has ascended, is no longer physical. So, being a medium, I get to do these things, and I did a lot of healing in spirit with my father, and also with my mother's higher self to have a clearer image of why my life was playing the roles that it was. Okay. So personally, it was a learned behavior. It was something taught. So anything that was taught to you, you can reteach yourself. So I also retrained my brain and to open my heart. Okay. Because I grew up with a very closed off heart, even though we're all unconditional love, and that is from the divine being in that we are. We are a divine goddess and gods first. Okay. It doesn't make us the god, the goddess, right? We are an extension of God, creator, light, and love. So to first be able to embody your divine goddess energy and your divine feminine is to first dig deep. It's an inside job. It's not something that anybody else can do for you, um, or anything like that. It's a you. You have to say yes to yourself, and you have to know that you deserve and you want more for your current life, right? So, and this could be wanting more 333, wanting more for your loved ones, right? You mean, I mean, like when I started my own personal journey, I had no idea. I couldn't see anything but bits and pieces of which way to go, and didn't know what anything meant, but I still kept going. I did not conform. Okay. And Jesus told me, do not conform to this masculine. And the reason why was because that's all my mother, I watched my mother conform to my father. Not because she wanted to, but because she felt like this is the only way. This was the only way. My father was 30 years older than my mother. However, so when I connect to my mother's higher self, she tells me, do not repeat the same things that I did. And what she did was just sit back, be quiet, not speak up. And if she did speak up, it came out as the fight or flight, the anger, right? Instead of being able to take a step back and say, where's this coming from? I don't want to argue. I want to speak my truth clearly, because if we don't speak our feelings, they embody a sickness, a dis-ease, or a disease inside of us. So this is what I watched growing up. So if this resonates in any way, okay, um, let me know about it. Okay. It's a safe place for you to talk about it, or I'm doing email coaching if you're interested. Um, ask for the email. So, anyways, here we are. I am my full divine embodied self. And how I did that was not easy. If I told you it was easy, it would be a lie. However, most of my life, like my mom was really, not present. Let's just say she was not very present. And when she was present, there was a lot of resentment and a lot of anger and a lot of jealousy and a lot of things like that. And not knowing, like when we're that small, we take on these emotions of our mother, starting from the womb, mind you. Okay. Let me just say that. And since that has transpired, okay, not knowing that we come in this pure divine essence just to be nurtured and loved and cared for and protected, right? That's what we're supposed to embrace, okay? And not that we did not, it was just not 100%, okay? It was like 20/60 or 20/80, whatever, 40/60. You might resonate. So yeah, it was like having absent parents, both absent parents, and being this child with no mentorship that was proper. Okay. Not saying they weren't there sometimes. I had more outside people that tended to me and taught me about God, Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, how to be a divine feminine. Because I grew up in a family of strong women, but who were they being strong for? Okay. They weren't being strong and being in their own energies, in their own essence, right? They were being strong for the masculine. And yes, at a point, that is to be. But we first have to look at ourselves. And if you are, well, I am a leader. I've always known I was going to be a leader just by everything and anyone around me. I noticed I was very open as a child, very reflective, very intuitive, let's say. And what I did notice was my mom being depressed because my dad worked all the time and he was never home. But he showed his love not by saying I love you, and I never heard him say that to my mom, honestly. There was this energy of just silence, or which is like the silent treatment, basically. And then there was this energy of fight or flight, right? It's my way or the highway shit. Okay, so this is a distorted perspective and perception of the divine masculine that I grew up knowing. Like, this is the only way. This is the way men treat you. This was the bond that I actually, besides the work ethic thing, need to work hard and put food on the table for your family and for your loved ones or whatnot. My mom she stayed home, tended to the kids, tended to the house, took us to the doctors, picked us up from school when we got in trouble. And then when we got home, we had to deal with the father. Then there was this bedtime, specific time to go to bed. And and kids, they're kind of sneaky. If you go to one parent and they say, oh, yeah, you can stay up an hour, and then you go to the other, and the one parent will say no, or you go to the other parent, vice versa. But obviously, it started to change as we got older, but there was always a set bedtime. There was always a set time to come in at night to go to dinner, eat, not put your arms on the table. There was just a lot of controlling, not a lot of allowing the child to be who they want to be and do what they want to do. But regardless of all the rules, the regulations, and the growing up, no one's to blame. Okay, no one's to blame. This is not a video to blame your parents in any kind of way. They just didn't know. And most of our parents haven't told you, or they will never tell you in this lifetime, what their emotional or mental trauma or physical trauma has ever been. I actually have been shown. Okay, I have been shown that, and I took it above and beyond, and I said that I don't want that. I do not want that. I'm saying yes to me. I'm going to be able to think for myself. I want to be myself everywhere and anywhere. Okay, I belong. So if you're thinking you don't belong, or you're thinking you're misunderstood, you probably are. But that's because they don't know who you are. They truly don't know what has been designed for you in this physical world, in this physical body, in this physical existence. Okay, so that's where they were focused. They were focused on, when you're being conceived, oh, I'm going to have a daughter and she's going to do this and do big things or whatnot. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's going to be a baseball player. They're planning intentionally your life before you're even born. All right. But regardless, we come into a family and we're taught to be silent, to, if we cry, it's not okay. We got chores, which is fine. I didn't have problems with doing chores until I was forced to do them or whatever, controlled, basically. So we see a lot of that in the world today. And I just wanted to come out here and say, most of my life, I worked from a feeling of, I needed to be in the divine masculine. It wasn't even divine. It was very toxic. And because of that, I attracted very toxic masculine relationships. Okay. And up until I was in my early 40s, I realized that this is not what I want. I want to embody the divine feminine energy and the divine masculine energy equally. No superiority. Like I grew up learning that that's the way it was. That is not truth. So once we start to do this inner reflection work, and that's what it is, okay, you have to reflect on what's being shown to you in your reality, because that is the inner you. The inner universe is reflecting outside of you. And if you're not being treated properly or respected, it's because you are attracting, either your light is bright and it is shining, and God is revealing to you toxic people, places, and things. This is because there's still a part of you. Well, I'm not going to say it needs to die, but this is the ego self that's wanting, while you're doing the inner work, it's wanting to reflect to you what you still need to let go of, what no longer serves you to move up to the next level. All right. And these are levels and processes that happen from you. Okay. It ain't through you, to you, for you. It's from you. Okay. So it's up to you, divine feminine, okay, to get really focused on what you want. Because right now, all you see is what you don't want. That's all you're reflecting on is what you don't want. And you need to see what you want to go up and move up and up and up to the next and higher level of the next best version of yourself, whatever that looks like. So just looking and reviewing your reality, your relationships, all relationships that come in are there to teach us or show us one or many things that we are denying ourselves. Okay. So maybe you're in a relationship and it looks exactly like the last one is because you haven't healed from that. Or maybe your inner being is trying to tell you, aren't you tired of the loop in the same relationships and the same abuse or the same trauma or drama? You know, it's telling you to stop repeating the cycle. And the only way we can stop doing that is reflect, where did I learn that this is the only way to be in a relationship? Or maybe to communicate to your person, or maybe, just your thoughts in general. So many different things and shifts inside you it's going to happen. Once you start going within and becoming more aware of what you don't want, you see actually what you want and what you deserve as a divine feminine or a divine masculine, okay? No gender base, because we both carry the same energies, masculine and feminine. Until you understand and get that on the energetic level, nothing will change. So it's important for everyone to understand the energy and what you emanate into the universe, your thoughts, the way you communicate, and the way you feel. All right. It doesn't care about anything else. It knows, feels, sees all things that is coming from you. So if you are someone that's been in one relationship from the other to the other to the other, and they all look the same and they just keep repeating the cycle, right? You need to get really clear with yourself. Okay, why is this happening? Where is the pain that needs to come up and be released, not healed, because we don't need to heal. I'm tired of hearing that we need to sit here with a closed heart and heal our relationship issues or trauma or drama, whatever. That's the other person's job, all right? Maybe you're in a relationship and you see your true essence. You see that God goddess energy inside you, and you're not being valued. You're not being recognized or heard or seen or whatever it is. If you're with someone that don't value their self or don't see their own worth or value, they're not going to see yours. You can keep wishing and wanting and praying that they do, but until you keep shifting, these are the toxic energies that no longer serve our evolution. We're evolving here in the physical world. We don't have to wait until we croak to evolve. All right? We don't have to wait till we croak, till we heal, or let go. Just simply let go. Yeah, that happened. I was in that relationship. I was brutally hurt, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, however it was. It happened. That comes with a great deal of acceptance and saying, okay, yeah, it happened. I'm aware of that. Now I'm right here and I'm kind of experiencing it in this current relationship. What do I want to do about it? Okay. If you know your own true worth, self worth, and value, you would not stay. You would not stay in a toxic situation. You would leave, and you would do it because you know you don't need a person or to live out a person's and I'm saying that if this is your person, right? If this is your partner and you're living for your partner, his dreams and desires, and not your own, that is going to be reflected. Okay. Maybe you're going hungry and your partner does not have a job and you do not feel safe. What are you still there for? Okay. You should already know you are safe. You are loved. This is the inner being telling you and speaking to you. What do you stay for? Why are you continuing to put up with so much drama, trauma? Maybe a person brings drama and you're unaware of it. You need to just be the silent observer in your current relationships around you. This, I don't care who it is, mother, father, siblings, your love partner, your children. Become more aware of what the universe is revealing to you. There's something that you need to release and let go of. It is an emotional trauma. It is a mental trauma that keeps coming in to only be released. Okay. 2112. Okay. You are the master builder of your reality. And if it doesn't look the way you want it to, yet, I'm going to say yet for some of you. For others of you, if it don't look or feel the way you want it to, it's because there's still stuff to release. People, places, things, other people's ideas that were implanted into your mind that are not yours. The things that will hold you in resistance of that very thing that you're praying or asking for. Okay? So behind the fear lays and lies your only truth. And that is what has been put already inside you. It's not something you seek outside yourself. The source is within you, not outside you. You are the creator. So consciously and deliberately create your life instead of through all the unhealed, unlooked at stuff that we stuff down in the divine feminine, especially. We're talking about healing the sacral, the creative version of yourself, the unconditional love of the version of yourself. That one. Okay. So no matter what it looks like outside, it's not, we go by our faith, right? We go by what we believe is our truth, and it's just a placebo effect. So what you believe, it has to be in reality. It has to manifest what your beliefs are. So change your thoughts, change your life. In other words, some of you women out there are feeling unworthy and not good enough. And this is due to the fact that you stayed in toxic relationships until they brutally destroyed you. Because that was what they were put there for. Really, it was to strengthen you and to say, I had enough. F this. I had enough. I deserve more. I want more. And not in an egotistical way of deserving. It's the knowing that every woman from eons and eons of lifetimes we can talk about knew they stood in their power and in their own energy. That is you now. You are totally unaware, or you are aware that you are a powerful being of light. And do not conform. Do not conform to anyone or anything to dim your light. to say you're unworthy or you don't deserve love. All right? So, this is how. These are just steps to the process. And it's never over. Okay? Once you start going within and you take all that bitterness, that resentment, that anger from the past relationships and you bring it up into the light and you say, yeah, that did teach me something. Okay? We're here building a new you. The new version of you. And that old version of you still exists. It still exists. It really happened. And it's when to integrate from that dark feminine energy up into the light. You still use them both. Okay. So I wanted to pop on here. I keep seeing the number 33, so you might be seeing 33 or 333 or 3333. So with that being said, yeah, check out yesterday's video to understand more of today's video. But Source wanted me to come on here, and I'm just going to tell you, half of the trauma and the heartache and the abuse that I endured in my 4+ decades now, I've turned into my passion. And you might want to do that too. You have a voice. And there's someone out there that needs to hear your story. Okay. But I assure you, it's coming from a healed place. And when I say healed place, it's a lot of layers of forgiving others, not to for their selves to be forgiven, but for me to protect my God and goddess energy and to allow myself to be myself, be true to my dreams and desires and chase them. Because what you chase, it comes back. Be true to yourself. Don't continue to lose yourself in somebody else that will never value you when they don't see their own value, okay, or their own worth, self-worth. Let's see. It's time. It's divine time. It's divine time, excuse me. And divine timing is your timing. It's when you say yes to you and walk away. Leave it behind. Say hell no. Okay? All right. So that was just a short video today. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. If you haven't already, share with someone else that might be in this position of being a weak feminine, because they've been trying to just continue to heal their broken hearts when it's not something you need to heal. It's something you need to let go of with acceptance and leave and remain your heart open to the divine love that already exists and is waiting for you. That's what you will attract. Okay? All right, I love you guys. Till next time. Bye for now.